Capricorns, so in this video we're going to be doing your love reading for October of 2018, and I hope I don't forget anything that I'm getting because I feel like there is a lot and it's all like really good, wonderful stuff. So let's see, how do we start with this? So basically I feel like October is going to be a really great time for you. I feel like you have really healed up, you have really grown a lot, and you are so ready. You're ready like you have never been ready before. And I don't mean that you want a relationship more than you've ever wanted one before, because I don't think that that's necessarily true. I think you've probably wanted a relationship more in the past than you have now. You want one right now, but you're just so grounded. You're so grounded, and you're really opening up to who you truly are, and you are starting to show up as who you are. And I think that in the past, you have been somebody who showed up more for the other person than you really showed up for yourself. You are somebody who gave more, who accepted a lot more the other person than they ever accepted you, and who was really there for the other person in ways that they would never be there for you. And you never took any offense to that. You always kind of understood that that's how it was, and you didn't keep score. It was just, you just really like to be there for other people, and you can accept others easily, and you love to be there for them, and you understand that other people are not that way. Other people don't love the way that you love, and you just don't take offense to it, and you can let that go. It's never been an issue for you, but whenever you've done that, you've really been showing up for them more than you have been showing up for you, because you've let things slide. You've accepted things that maybe you shouldn't have. But, because that's just how you've been. And now you are kind of coming into your own power. You're realizing who you are. You're realizing how you want to show up. Because I don't know if you've ever thought about how you want to show up. And now you are. You know how you want to show up. You know who you want to be in the relationship. And this is a little bit too extreme to say, but it's kind of like you're in this mode of take it or leave it. And that's not you, right? Because you're very loving. Like I was saying, you're very accepting, you're very giving, you're very nurturing. That's just who you are. And there is those elements still, right? You can be in your power and still be very loving. But it's kind of like that. It's kind of like take it or leave it. This is who I am, and you're either going to take it or you're going to leave it. And I'm not going to accommodate in the same ways that I have before. I'm going to hold true to myself and my space because I have found my grounding. And I am ready to be who I am in a relationship more than I've ever been before. That's really why you're so ready, more ready than ever before, because you're learning who you are and you're accepting who you are, and you don't want to compromise in the ways that you have before. And compromise in relationships is great, but you don't want to compromise who you are. And so I think you're really coming into your own power. And this whole like take it or leave it, and you coming into your own power is irresistible. It's so irresistible to other people that it just draws them in, and they want more, and they love that you love who you are and that you're sticking to who you are and sticking to your guns. It's just like, wow. And I think that you may have some relationships this month. If you're not already in one, you may have a new one. And I don't know if this person is going to be in your life long term. I think if you already are in a relationship, I'm feeling like they'll probably be around long term. Like you found the one and you are achieving your power in that relationship. Like this is not something you have to go off on your own, but you've learned a lot through your relationship with this person, and you're becoming more and more of yourself, and they are growing as well, and you guys are having a really good dynamic to where they are open to who you are and they love you more and more as you become more of who you are, and you actually bond more together. If you are in more of a newer relationship, I don't know if in your case, actually maybe, okay, I was gonna say, I don't know if you guys, like, you will end up being with that person in the long run, but actually I kind of feel like there's a lot of potential, because even though you're still figuring out who you are, I think you've achieved so much of it, and they want to be there for that because it's irresistible. They love it, and they can match it, because you're confident and so are they. And confidence in people is very rare in relationships. Most people are not, and there's two confident people, and so of course you guys are going to support each other and you guys can actually grow together. When there are people who, when one person's confident and the other person is not, you can't grow together. When there's somebody with a lot of insecurities because they haven't learned how to deal with them, and that's why their insecurities are being brought to the surface. But because you have grown so much, you're meeting people who have grown so much as well, and they just love your power. And somebody who loves your power means that they know their own power and love their own power as well, and that's why they can love you for your power too. They don't have insecurities that make them fear your power. They are secure, which makes them love your power and love to be there and match it and support it. And so actually I think that maybe if you guys are going to meet somebody new this month, you guys could really grow together. You guys could really grow together and discover so much about each other and learn so much, and just wow, it could be really good. It could be really fulfilling. So that's exciting. So yeah, congrats, guys. I love all the work you put into this. And there is still ways to go. Like, you may be thinking, yeah, like, I kind of done this, but there's still room and I'm not entirely confident. I don't know if I'm going to compromise myself if I do get into a relationship, and will I give too much? Will I be in the same situation? And I've been excited about relationships before, and I feel like something new is coming, or I'm really excited about this relationship, but like I said, I've felt that way before and then it didn't really work out. And so I don't know, like, is this actually going to work out? I know those thoughts are probably in your mind, like you don't feel like you're as good as I'm saying that you are, and I think that's okay. I think you're actually really close to as good as I'm saying that you are, even if you can't feel it, and I think you guys are going to continue to be there. And I'm not saying that in a relationship you guys are just two completely perfect individuals. I mean, sometimes that can happen and you don't really need each other. You guys can really enjoy each other. I think you two will come to that, but like, I think that you two will help each other grow more and enhance each other's power. And so keep working on yours, but like, don't worry so much about this. Don't worry so much about this. And I know that you've been disappointed in love many times before, but really, like, I think another part of you knows it's take it or leave it. Like I was saying, it's take it or leave it. And you can love, and you also know that if it doesn't work out, you're going to be fine, and it's only going to add to your power. I think that at this point, even when things don't work out, sometimes actually when they don't work out, it adds to your power and your strength versus taking from it, and it adds to your power and strength more than actually being in a relationship does. Like, you really gain your power in those moments. You really realize who you are, how strong you are, how powerful you are, how wonderful you are, how confident you are. And so I think that you guys are actually going to have, I'm actually leaning more towards your relationships. If you're in one, I think it's going to continue to go well. If you're in a new one or you're just about to start one, I think it could be really good for you as well. I do see that, actually. I'm leaning more towards that scenario for you. So I would say, no matter what, don't worry about it. Keep it, take it or leave it. And this is who I am, and I love myself no matter what, whether you want to be in it or not. And I'm like I'm saying, it's not as harsh as that. It's not like your personality, but there is a component of that, and I think you should honor that, because that is that is where you're at. You've grown to be able to be that kind of person. So, things don't hurt you the way they did before. They actually empower you. They actually fuel you and feed you and make you even better. And it feels wonderful. So yeah, that's awesome, guys. So this concludes this video. I hope it was helpful and useful, and I'm really excited, and I will see you guys in my next video.